What's up, cuties? Welcome back to Doggy State University. My name is Doggy, and today we're going to be talking about something different. So as you guys are familiar with my channel, I'm usually flipping sneakers, as you guys can see, flipping coins, flipping sports cards, consoles, you name it. If it's profitable, I'm flipping it. And that's pretty much my history and my background. I've always been a reseller. It's awesome money, and recently, as you guys have been in the community, you guys know that the sneaker market isn't looking too good right now. Obviously, it's at a recession. It's going to bounce back at some point, but that opened my mind to more opportunities and more items, and that's really why I got into retail, is because sneakers died down. And a lot of you guys are freaking out and talking, sneakers are dead, sneakers are bricks, blah, blah, blah. But in all honesty, it's a wake-up call. It's a wake-up call for you and me to branch out and look at other opportunities. There's always, in this land, there's so many ways to make money. You don't even know everything, right? You can make money doing anything. This is just 1%, maybe not even 1% of stuff you can sell. So why not branch out and expand your horizons and see how much money you can actually make doing different stuff. A lot of people that I see in my group and in other groups just flipping sneakers. They haven't even migrated on over to retail, and I'm not gonna say sad, but it would have been better to branch out and see other stuff that you can flip. And with the sneaker market dying down, there's a lot of opportunities out there that a lot of people haven't seen yet. A lot of you guys may be thinking right now, what is this loser blabbering about? And I'm gonna just cut right into the chase here. We're gonna be going into Amazon, and I'm bringing you guys with me in my journey. We're starting all this together. We're gonna be diving into it. I know a lot of you guys out there are scared to do something because it's something brand new, and trust me, that's what I feel right now. But you and I and the whole DSU family are gonna we're gonna just go slide right through, and we're gonna start this because that's the thing we do. That's what we do. We're here to be the best that we can be, and that's what we're going to be doing, right? Being in DSU, we have to be top notch. We have to keep moving. We have to keep our hands moving, We can't be stagnant. That's something that we're never going to be doing, okay? And going into Amazon, we both know, you and I know that it's really profitable, right? We both know that flipping on Amazon is really profitable. I know a few friends of mine who have been doing this for some time, and it's not easy. They tell me it's not easy, right? Nothing in this world is easy. Getting these sneakers aren't easy. Waking up at 6 a.m. my time to cop sports cards, to get sports cards from from Target is not easy. But that's what separates you and I from everyone else, right? And this is what's gonna separate us from everyone else even more. Right? You and I can make basically passive income from doing this. What's better than making money? It's making money passively. And with Amazon, it's amazing. I'm not gonna lie, I got into Amazon a while back, but I took a break, just because I got busy with school and life and all that stuff. But now I'm ready to go back in. When I started, I was reselling the splatterball blasters that was popular on TikTok. Now, obviously, TikTok fads are amazing. It's an amazing market. You can make so much money from it, but it's not something that you can always do. I wouldn't even say it's seasonal. It's something that just really happens so often. And, of course, we're going to be getting into that when the time comes. We're going to take every single opportunity that we can. But this is something that's an amazing way to get into Amazon. It's really low cost, and margins are pretty good, A lot of people are saying, oh, $20 profits are horrible. Oh, $50 profits are horrible. But if you're really thinking like a businessman, you're looking at return on investment. With this, you double, triple, maybe even 10 times your money, you know? So the possibilities with Amazon, even just like this, possibilities are endless. And if you go with Amazon, endless is an understatement. So I just want to get into some key terms right now for you, just so you guys understand what I'm saying from here on out. So a lot of people talk about FBA and FBM. Now, what is that? FBA is fulfilled by Amazon. It's where you ship the item. So you get the item, whether you buy it from a supplier, you make it or something like that, and then you ship it all the way to Amazon. And they pack it up, sell it, no, not sell it, but like ship it to your customer, right? That's FBA. So you, Amazon, you ship the item to Amazon, and then Amazon ships it to your customer. Next thing you know, they get the item, that money goes back to you, and then it's never ending loop, and it's amazing. Now FBM, you can make slightly more money with FBM, but it's going to be a really big hassle on your end. I did FBM with the blasters that I talked about a while ago. It was amazing because it was more profits, but at the same time, driving down to the post office every single day after you make a sale isn't too amazing, especially that Amazon really wants you to sell the item as fast as you can, ship the item as fast as you can. So it's kind of a hassle, you know, packing everything up one by one and shipping them out individually, or even if you ship them out by groups, or even if you choose the option to have a UPS or USPS guy pick the item up in your house, it's still going to be a hassle packing everything up. I'm talking about fulfilled by merchant. Fulfilled by merchant is you have the item, you post the item in Amazon, and then Amazon just tells you that, hey, your item's sold. Then it's your job to pack it up, you know, ship it from UPS or whatever they give you. You know, you can always choose your own labels, and then you ship it to your customer. Now that's gonna be more profit to you because they don't take away the packing fee and the shipping fee and all that stuff from you. So that's one thing that you can do it, and both of them are awesome options. You're gonna have to choose whichever one you want to do depending on your situation and your product. Everyone is gonna move differently in this business. Starting off, I personally will do FBA just cause these books, you know, for used books, you're gonna be going for volume, right? And I'm not gonna get into onto used books yet. I'm just gonna go into terms, but I'm just putting you guys into perspective right now. And that's one thing that you have to look into when considering between FBA and FBM. You know, it's that you have to take into consideration your time, your your time is pretty valuable, you know, because you want to put your time into sourcing as much as you can. Shipping, you could drive or whatever you want to do, whatever option you want to do, but you know, you're gonna have to take into consideration a lot of stuff when doing this. So moving forward, we're gonna be selling used books on Amazon. As you guys can't tell from the title, and what I leaked a while ago when I was talking about FBA and FBM was used book flipping. Now, a lot of people are sleeping on used book flipping because they just don't know about it, right? And it's you and my job to educate them and, you know, tell them how to make money, different ways to make money. And used book flipping is an amazing way to make money because it sells pretty fast. I mean, obviously it depends on the book, but from what I understood and what my friends have told me, used book flipping actually sells pretty often, you know? Now, obviously, it's going to depend all on your sales rank. Sales rank is Amazon's, how do I say this? It's kind of like their system to say how much an item sells, how often an item sells, I mean. Obviously, the lower the sales rank, the better. But in used books, you don't really have to worry about how fast you sell them because of the low barrier of entry. In terms of sales rank, I would recommend you to go below 1 million. 1 million above is usually going to have a lot more profit. They're usually the textbooks. They're usually the ones that are a little bit bigger in size, but those are going to be the go-to. You know, those bigger books are going to be really profitable. College textbooks, mostly textbooks are going to be your best friend. Handbooks, guidebooks, those stuff are pretty amazing in terms of flipping because you know, they're necessities, and college books are really expensive from the get-go. So those are some options. Obviously, there's other stuff too, like just everyday novels. They're gonna be lower profits. I would say maybe $3 profit, $2 even, all the way to $10-15 per book. Now, obviously, everything is really dependent on the book, but you guys have a overall gist on profits. It's pretty amazing, especially considering that you can get these books in the thrift store, in public library sales, and garage sales. Anywhere that you can find a book, you can probably buy it from them. And you get them for as low as $1 a book, $2 a book, $5. Actually, that's my most expensive book, $5. And it's just really, really cheap, you know, compared to what we have been selling, which are shoes, which cost like $100, you know. So it's a really big switch up, and considering how much profit you can make from this, right? And a while ago I did talk about volume a little bit, and volume is how much how do I explain this? It's like your inventory. You want more inventory, because the more inventory you have, the more profit you're going to be making. And that's with any industry. And especially with used books, it's a pretty active business, you know? You're going to have to be sourcing every single week. Now, I'm not saying every day, you know, you're going to want to go to the thrift store or, you know, just be sourcing as much as you can to find these books. And it's pretty daunting, right? It's pretty daunting at first, but trust me, just get your butt out the door and just start scanning, my friend. So I'm gonna have a tutorial on all of this, like how to scan, where to find them, pretty soon. As of right now, it's just a pretty brief introductory video on the whole topic and how amazing it really is. So as you guys can tell, it's a pretty lucrative business, right? You're buying these books for $2 and profiting $2 as well, profiting $100. You know, it depends on the book, right? But you're gonna see all of that in Amazon's app. The good thing about Amazon's app is it actually tells you how much you're gonna be making. Now you're gonna have to take into consideration the shipping. Amazon shipping is really cheap. If you have a box full of books, it's probably gonna take you about $5, $10 to ship it. It depends on the weight. But that's what I say. That's when volume comes in. You know, the bigger the volume, the better. The more books you have, the better. It's all a numbers game. Just like with any business, it's all a numbers game, right? But you know, we're gonna start this slowly, and I'm gonna bring you guys along. I'm gonna make my mistakes to tell you what to do, and moving forward, we will do whatever we can to just be profitable in this business. It's not easy, but it's definitely doable. A lot of people that I've talked to, or a lot of people that I've seen doing this business or thinking about doing this business, is they're worried that they wouldn't make a sale because of ebooks. Now, if you don't know what ebooks are, they're basically online books. If you don't know that, you're probably living under a rock. But I mean, obviously I'm just playing. But ebooks are a thing of the future. Don't get me wrong, but at the same time, there are people like me And there are a lot of people who just prefer physical books because ebooks are just really, really distracting in my opinion. Because you're not used to reading online. You're really used to like surfing the web, watching YouTube, watching Netflix, doing research and all that stuff, or just goofing around. That's pretty much it. It's our leisure time to be on the internet, on our laptops and whatnot. And we're not usually thinking of reading a book. Obviously there's people out there who like ebooks because of the convenience, and you can find free PDFs online. But at the same time, there's a bigger market, in my opinion, for physical books. That's why libraries still exist, and that's why Barnes and Noble still exists, right? But I don't think that this market will be dying down anytime soon, because physical books are just way better, in my opinion, and a lot of people think too. You guys are gonna be asking yourself, how are we gonna be selling these books, right? You're going to be selling these books through Amazon, FBA, or FBM. It's up to you on whatever your business model is. But it's pretty much simple. After you find them from where you source, right? Whether that is the thrift store, which is probably my favorite, and especially what you should do, in my opinion, if you're starting off. And then scanning it and seeing if it's profitable. If it's profitable, list it on Amazon. After that, get ready to ship them to the warehouse. If it's FBM, what you're gonna do is flip them. Scan them, and then when someone buys it from you, you ship them. So there's a lot of ways that you can flip them, and also you don't even have to do Amazon. You can do eBay, but eBay is gonna be a little bit slower because Amazon just has a bigger audience, and Amazon Prime is going to be amazing. And that's why FBA is such an amazing option, because you can actually charge more if you do FBA. Now, it's not a crazy drastic amount, it's an extra $5 above, extra $10 above, extra $10 above a normal price point, because they are next day shipping or 3-day shipping or some crazy time like that, right? So there's just a lot of ways that you can sell these books. So in terms of how to sell them, it shouldn't be hard at all. It's where you can get them, right? That's the real question. Now, in terms of where you buy them, I did mention this a while ago, and that is the thrift. That is my favorite place by far, and that's actually where I got all my books. Price point again is around $1 to $5 depending on book. Bigger the book, the more expensive it usually is. But again, you can always go to the library sales. You can always go to garage sales in your local area. There is a website that you can. I will actually include that in the tutorial, so not right now. Again, this is an introductory video to the whole topic, so I'm not really gonna get into all the technical stuff about it. Just more introductory video, just so I can tell you guys that, hey, I'm doing this and you guys should get into it too. Process isn't too hard, as you guys can tell, and it's pretty doable. As long as you take the time, you're gonna do fine. We're gonna do fine. Again, I'm used to this. You're new to this. You're probably really scared to get into this business. Trust me, I am too. I'm really nervous. I don't want to mess up. But we're here to help each other out. We're here to help each other grow. Just like in the community that I made in Iowa State University. You can join my group if you have any questions. You can join the group, tag me, and don't be afraid to ask questions. I made that group for everyone to learn, for everyone to just grow as a person. All around, it is starting, so there's not a lot of information there yet, but we are gonna be one of the top groups. I can assure you that. I'm gonna tell you guys how to flip sneakers, how to flip coins, how to flip cards, consoles, and all that stuff, and I'm gonna make it as easy as possible for every single one of you. And maybe in the future I can be one of those guys who are profiting 100,000 or even making $100,000 sales in a month. Not only doing this, I have more plans in the future for Amazon, but this is a really good starter point for both of us, and I'm pretty confident that you and I can get into this together. right? So if you guys are interested in all of this, please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe if you want to, and turn on that bell. And if you don't do that, that's fine. I would just highly recommend you guys to join the group down below. It should be the very first link that you see. And don't forget to ask questions, please. I know there's a lot of questions. There may have been stuff that I missed out on that you guys want to learn, but for the most part, I'm pretty confident I covered everything. Once again, I'm going to be making a tutorial on all of this on how to source. That's going to be my next video. Sourcing, listing, shipping it. That's the next video. Complete step-by-step tutorial on how to do it. Again, this is an introductory video. Hope you guys like this video, and peace out.